Hello, hello, hello. What's up? It's your girl Twan the Mystic from housemystic.com. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? I am Twan the Mystic. What's up? So in today's reading, we're talking all about Saturn and Aries and, what you're going to be experiencing during Saturn and Aries, okay? So you already know what I'm going to say. Go ahead and light your candles, light your incense, and light your blunts because we're about to get real deep with this reading. If you love deep and insightful and accurate picket cards, definitely keep watching. And also hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new, okay? So go ahead and pick the number or the picture that you feel the most drawn to. Go to timestamps in my description or in my comment section, and I will see you at your corresponding timestamp. Hello, 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 those of you that chose pile number 1. Let's get into your reading all about Saturn and Aries, what it means for you, how it's going to be affecting you, all that good stuff. Okay? Just so you know, if you want to book me for a reading, you want to follow me on social media, you want to buy some of my art, all that stuff is below. Okay? All right. So we're going to first talk about the overall theme of Saturn and Aries for you. Then we're going to talk about what you could be experiencing during that time period. Then we're going to be talking all about the lessons you're going to be learning at that time because, Saturn, Daddy Saturn never leaves us without a lesson, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. So the first two cards, I might have to read out of the book. So these are the overall themes. Aquarius, that is funny. So you could be an Aquarius or one of the fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo. I almost said Sagittarius, but that's not a fixed sign. But you could have Sagittarius in your chart, but it's Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. So you could have one of those signs in your chart. And then we have Labradorite, the crystal. Okay, so let's just see what's in the book because yeah, girl, I don't fucking remember. All right, Aquarius. Oh, look, and there goes Sagittarius. I'm gonna just read the one thing. It says, I am answering the call to explore. Very interesting. But let's see, Aquarius. I am unique, and that goes along with the explore energy. So your journey in this lifetime is entirely your own. And while you may encounter others who have had similar experiences, no one else is living your life. Aquarius is here to remind you to rejoice in your individuality and the choices that you make. While some decisions may leave others confused, you know what is beneficial to you and your time here. The independent choices that you will make will lead you to a community that supports you wholeheartedly and wants what is best for you. Journal prompt. What would I like to do in the next 5 years? What is holding me back? That is so interesting because I remember my dad. I'm going to tell y'all a story real quick and why it goes along with this. So my dad, who I'm going to be honest with y'all, was not really in my life like that. Maybe the early years, but not the rest of my life. No. And he called me the other day talking about some where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And I'm just like, expanding on what I'm already doing, which is this tarot, art, astrology. And he was just kind of like, what? Like, just basically didn't understand why I was making the decision to do something like this. And I said to him, um, I know I'm meant to do this because God made me naturally good at this and put it in my heart to do it. So I know that no matter who does it, no matter how many people out there in the world do what I do, I'm me. So it's gonna, God's gonna make room for me. And competition doesn't matter because he tried to say, oh, competition, that I'm like, I don't care about competition. I don't give a fuck. Well, I didn't say that to him, but I'm like, I don't care about competition because God's gonna make room for me. He's already been making room for me. He just didn't understand what the hell I was trying to say because he's a very like logical person, and girl, I don't know. But it's so interesting that this is coming up because literally that's the conversation I was having with him. So I feel like it overall, this might be my pile, but overall, a theme for you during this time could be being unique. And when I think of Aries energy, Aries is another sign that is like unique as hell, and they are like trailblazers, you know. So you could have Aries in your chart too. And yeah, so I feel like you're being called to be your unique self. This could be a theme for you where it's like taking action towards those dreams that are considered weird, unorthodox, unique, whatever the hell, and to be confident in it and like to put your foot down and not listen to the naysayers. Okay. So let's get to Labradorite. I am open to great periods of transformation. And then it says, Labradorite is a stone of awakening. It is a call to your higher purpose. And didn't that say the thing? It kind of says a similar thing with Aquarius. That's so funny. A stone of the new moon, Labradorite symbolizes a period of new beginnings to come. Use this time to set intentions where you'd like to see yourself and plan for the journey ahead. Call on your guides if you feel like you have questions unanswered. So you can make a room, or you can make what? A decision with all of the awareness you need. Now is not the time to rush. It is time to recognize the transformation to come and to prepare yourself. Welcome it with open arms. Journal prompt: how can I prepare myself for change? So, yeah, I feel like you are stepping into an era of your life where you are just doing you. But when I say doing you, I mean you are being your most authentic self. And I feel like that's the energy of the Saturn in, I was about to say Aquarius. Maybe you have Saturn in Aquarius, some of you guys, but I meant Saturn in Aries. Like, this energy is very, it's almost like spirit is awarding people that have the guts to be their most authentic self. And haven't you noticed, even in, like, for example, the entertainment industry, I feel like people that are their most unique selves are becoming some of the biggest stars. And it's also so crazy. I'm getting goosebumps because before I started doing this reading, I started watching this thing, this channel. I think it's called Career Archetypes or something like that. And he was talking about Dochi and he's like, I studied 30 Dochi videos to understand how she had her divine breakthrough. And when I think of Dochi, she is like, they called her genre bending, and literally that's what she does. Genre bending. Even how she dresses, her sound, her look, everything about her is so freaking unique. Okay? And I feel like that's why she's seeing success, because she's not like everybody else. And I feel like that's what spirit is saying to you. Like, that's going to be the theme. Like, you're going to be unique, or you are unique. And I feel like that's the theme, that you should embrace that uniqueness, even if you get the side eye, your parents, your family, your friends, whoever is just like, oh, well, that's interesting. Who cares? Okay, who cares what they think? All right, so yeah, let's get into it. So this is supposed to be like anything else you could possibly be experiencing during this transit, okay? And I forgot to say that that Saturn is going to be in Aries for like 3 years. Okay? So this could be what's happening for you over the next 3 years. So 20, healing energy. Very interesting that we have healing energy here, because I feel like you're healing some insecurities. And I don't even think it's because, you just want to be insecure or something like that. I think it's because some of the shit that people have said to you, projected onto you, said behind your back, things like that. And I feel like you're in an energy of healing. You're in an energy of healing and awakening to who you really are, what you're supposed to be doing, and stuff like that. Let's see. We literally had transformation. And it's so funny because, yes, this has to do with transformation. And this, I know, has to do with like not being afraid to be different or taking a different path, which is totally like, change and transformation. And it's also funny that we have this caterpillar on here. Oh, this kind of looks like Taurus right here. Some of you guys really could have Taurus in your chart. And this is making me think of Leo energy. So yeah, some of you guys really could have some fixed energy in your chart. But yeah, I think it's interesting that we have this caterpillar here, but we have an egg. And I mean, clearly caterpillars don't come from eggs, but they go into cocoons. So, and I feel like that cocoon reference keeps freaking coming up. It keeps coming up in every reading. And I feel like this was you, like you were in a cocoon, and I feel like you're coming out. And now I keep hearing, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. So I feel like some of you guys are deciding to maybe dress like how you feel. Like, for example, I keep seeing there was a client of mine, I did a reading for him, and he was saying how before he used to be afraid to wear certain things like earrings or nail polish and things like that. And all throughout his reading, I wonder if you're watching this, hey boo. And then it's like he said something about this year and the energy of this year made him decide to start showing himself more. And he started dressing more of how he more like how he felt. And I feel like that's what's going to be happening for a lot of you guys, where you are really maybe like changing how you dress, or maybe being more, I almost want to say, obnoxious. And you know what? Hell yeah. But I see you like living out loud. Like you're no longer hiding yourself, your weirdness, your like your identity. Cause I feel like you tried to like dim it down, or someone told you to dim it down. I don't know, something like that, but you're not doing that anymore. Okay. So then we have retreat. That is so funny that we would have the cocoon and the egg and the caterpillar. Now we have retreat. So yeah, I definitely feel like this was you, where you would retreat. You would just kind of, just let everybody say what they want to say. And then I don't know, it would make you kind of dim yourself down a little, or I don't know. But I feel like you're coming out of your shell. But this retreat also makes me think of like actual retreats or like vacation and travel. So that could be another thing for you during this time period, like being able to rest and retreat and take time for yourself more. Okay? So let's see what else could be happening for you during this time. 6 of Pentacles, okay. Oh, look, Taurus again. And it's so funny because one of the people that's coming to my mind is also a Taurus, so. All right, and then we have the air signs on here. We have Ace of Swords. So, yeah, I feel like some of you guys are going to be posting yourself more on social media, promoting yourself more, maybe going to more networking events. But I definitely feel like you're coming out of your shell in some shape or form, and like really standing on who you are, instead of like, I don't know, just being like, I'll just be regular. Like you're allowing your freak flag to fly. Okay, and then we have 6 of Pentacles here, which also makes me think another thing that could be happening to you during this time period is having more of a handle on your finances, where it's like, I don't know if more is flowing in, because maybe there was a imbalance where it's like there's a lot flowing out but not enough coming in or something. But I feel like there's going to be a balance now where you're spending but it's coming in. You see what I'm saying? Like and I'm wondering if that's why some of you guys are going to be dressing how you want to dress, and changing up your style, because it's like I see you like elevating your style or something like that. Could even be your home, where you're changing, like the decor, I mean, of your home. Or it could be your actual home, where you are getting a bigger home, you're moving out from somewhere. Like let's say you are living with your parents, you're moving out from where living with your parents. If you have a roommate, maybe you're not going to have a roommate anymore, or something like that. Wow, look, we have the Death card, which is literally the card all about transformation. My goodness, you are going through a major transformation, Pile 1, and I feel like it's like you're entering a new life. Some of you guys could be, I know I said all the fixed signs, but some of you guys could definitely be a cardinal sign as well. And then we do have Scorpio on here. Another fixed sign that I named. And then Aquarius, another fixed sign. Okay. Yeah, because this is the star. And oh yeah, Aquarius is on here too. So yeah, I definitely feel like you are going through this transformation where it's like you're becoming the most you've ever been. And I feel like it's going to like rub some people the wrong way, but fuck them. The hell? But then there's just gonna be a lot of new beginnings, I feel like, where I don't know why I'm seeing some of you guys are getting married, some of you guys are moving like to a new state or a new country or a new city. Like there's something where it's like you were once here and now you're here. But that could be in any area. So yeah, that could be love, that could be where you live, that could be your career, that could be literally anything. But I feel like you are stepping into a new cycle. Okay? And yeah, it's going to be very new. I mean, of course it's going to be very new, but it's going to be very different. That's what I mean. Than your old life. Okay? So these 3 cards are meant to be the lesson that Saturn in Aries is going to leave you with. Teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. Yeah, I definitely feel like some of you guys, this is the beginning of you and someone like really taking, I don't know, like taking a relationship seriously. And I feel like it's going to end in marriage. We literally have love, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. So yeah, definitely you and someone, but I also feel like this is self-love, like you said, where you love yourself enough to, well, more than enough to say, look, I'm taking this path because I love it. This is what was put in my heart, and that's what I'm gonna do. If you guys think it's weird, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna still take this path. But yeah, this could also literally be love. And this is also making me think of like what I said as far as, yeah, there's gonna be like a change in your look. And then you also see how these match, kinda. So some of you guys are falling in love with an Aquarius or a Capricorn, maybe, because Saturn also rules Saturn. I mean, Aquarius and Capricorn. So yeah, you could be fall in love with an I almost wanted to say an Aries. So yeah, maybe an Aries, a Capricorn, an Aquarius or something. But yeah. Oh yeah, I meant to put this right here. I'll be messing up the order. Okay, so another lesson. Thank you, Spirit. Clock it. Like literally. This is influences, but it's reversed. And it says attachments, third parties, peers. And this is literally making me think of what I said as far as like you're being called to take some type of path. And I feel like there's some people that are kind of like, I don't know. But I feel like this is you being able to like disconnect from any influence that keeps telling you, oh, nah, you shouldn't be doing this. This is weird. This is that. This is stupid. This is, But then I also feel like it's influences from your past as far as like things that happened that hurt you, that disappointed you. I feel like you're finally going to be letting go. Like you're going to be learning to let go of that and like realizing it was supposed to teach you something and that was it and it's time to let it go. Okay? So, pile number 1. If this resonated with you, let me get a star emoji in the comments because you got this star card and I feel like you're entering a new phase of your life where you are this star. And it doesn't have to just be you in front of a bunch of people. It could be more so it's you, like, how can I explain it? You being the main character and not letting anyone write your script. If you catch my drift, okay? So, yes, let me get a star emoji in the comments. If you want to book me for a reading, you want to tip me, you want to follow me on social media, you want to buy my art, you want to take one of my courses, you want to join the Patreon for daily collective readings, witchy tips, astrology hacks, and all that good stuff, that information is below, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 2, let's get into your reading all about Saturn and Aries and how it's going to be affecting you, okay? Oh, I forgot to put in another pile, but if you want to know deeper about how Saturn and Aries will be affecting you, that is in my Patreon. I have a reading for each zodiac sign and to give you like a synopsis of like what you can expect during this time or this transit, okay? And so yeah, if you want to join the Patreon for like astrology hacks, daily collective readings, exclusive pick a cards, all that good stuff, that information is below. All right. So, oh yeah, and if you want to book a reading, follow me on social media, all that's below. So anywho, I immediately thought like, cause right before this, I had to just go handle my handle stuff for Eli. If you are not a new subscriber, you know who Eli is. He be all in the videos, like, oh, but yeah. So I had to do, mom stuff, and I immediately thought like, are people in pile two? Are they gonna be like parents or something? Like this Saturn in Aries is gonna like make some of them parents, or some of you guys, or maybe some of you guys are going through a Saturn return. I don't know. And then I'm also seeing some of you guys becoming teachers or mentors or like influencers or just well known, where people are like kind of looking to you for advice or like what you're gonna do next. Because I'm also hearing trendsetter. I don't know. But yeah, let's see. So the first two cards are meant to be like the overall themes for you for this transit, Saturn in Aries. I keep wanting to say Saturn in Aquarius, like uh but Saturn in Aries. Let's see. We have Salvia, and then we have Peyote. That's funny because this is 33 and this is 35. Okay, so let's see. Where's the little book thing? Oh, here it goes. Peyote, what does it mean? I believe in guidance beyond the material realm. Ooh, okay. Peyote is calling for you to push the boundaries and accept norms of separation. Oh, and accepted norms of separation. It's time to return to oneness and true unity. What you see in society is definitely not all that you get, and you're being encouraged to sit with the power that comes with being able to look beyond the material veil and connect with the upper realms of creation. Close your eyes and envision yourself in the higher planes of existence where all things are connected. With each exhale, or wait, with each inhale, my bad, allow reassurance to flow through you, and with each exhale, picture your energetic vibration stretching out beyond you. From this state, with ease and grace, you can receive guidance to help you break karmic cycles and find pure self love, compassion, and acceptance. Journal prompt: how do you feel when you take time to nourish your energetic body? So, some of you guys could be getting deeper into spirituality or something, or deeper into things such as like manifestation or astrology, or like just different, like esoteric types of subjects and stuff like that. And it's also interesting that it says I believe in guidance beyond the material realm. And even though it's talking about material realm, I feel like what I said earlier, people are going to be looking to you for guidance. A lot of people are going to be looking to you for guidance. So some of you guys could be like, yeah, teachers, spiritual teachers, mentors, and literally parents or coaches or something like that. Oh, and then my phone literally just lit up. I just don't understand why people don't read. Reading is fundamental, y'all. Reading is freaking fundamental. You see me reading over here? Because without reading, I wouldn't know what this card is about. But anyway, Salvia, it says, I allow messages to flow to me. So it's so interesting that both of these have to do with getting messages from the divine, but then also, uh, yeah, messages from the divine. Yeah, basically both of them have to do with that. So very interesting. Okay, so it says Salvia is here to act as a channel between you and your spirit guides. Open your mind's eye and be willing to receive the information that is ready to present itself to you. And it's so funny because I was just talking about reading. But anyway, keep a record of what you notice throughout your day to refer to later in meditation or research, and pinpoint the themes of your guides and are trying to address. Messages from the divine can be bestowed in many forms, whether it comes in dreams, meditations, or synchronicities that seem too good to be true. Welcome these messages with open arms and embrace the healing that comes with this visual communication. Journal prompt: how can I work to be more receptive to divine guidance? Okay, so yeah. Okay, so clearly your intuition is going to be on 1000. And I'm also wondering if some of you guys, that's where you're being called to be like a teacher, even if it's not like a tarot reader or something like that. I think like you are a vessel for the divine to talk through, to speak through. So it's like when you teach people, when you talk to people or whatever, it's like you're going to be saying the things that they need to hear, or you'll be breaking it down in a way that's like so understandable, and people will really be getting it. And it makes me think of this guy I watch here on YouTube, and his name is I think I talked about him in one of my other videos, Nero Knowledge or whatever. And he's one of my favorite people to watch now on YouTube because he literally breaks stuff down. Like he breaks down like the most abstract concepts about manifestation and things, and he breaks it down and makes it so simple where you're just like, oh, I get that. So I feel like you have the ability to do that, whatever it is that you do. It could be this. It could be what neuro knowledge does. It could even be math. Maybe you're a math teacher. But you have the ability to break it down where people are like, oh, yes, yes. So I'm wondering if some of you guys are cardinal signs, Aries. I almost wanted to say Sagittarius. That's not a cardinal sign, but you may have Sagittarius in your chart. But Aries, Capricorn. Well, I can't think. Libra and Cancer. So yeah, because this Saturn energy will be affecting you guys the most, and I feel like a lot of you guys have been through the most. Y'all have gone through it. Y'all have experienced so much, so it's like you guys have all this knowledge that you will be able to give other people, even if it's like math. Let's say you're a math teacher. You can see the ins and outs because you've practiced, you've studied, you've gone through so many courses. But for some of you guys, it's like, excuse me, like you're a mentor for business owners or a mentor for, I don't know, but you know the ins and outs of something or have experienced many things. So it makes you a natural at being able to teach certain concepts to other people. And I also feel like, yeah, your intuition is going to be a big source of guidance for you, teaching you so that you know where to go, you know what to do next. But I feel like it's going to be very strong. Like, if you could be an intuitive person, but I feel like it's going to be to a point where it's just like, okay, now this shit is getting scary. That's why I'm really wondering if some of you guys have not Neptune, Aries in your chart, because Neptune is also in Aries. So I feel like it's like amping up the energy of the Aries placements, where it's like your intuition is just so very on point. Okay. So yeah, now these are meant to be the things that you will be experiencing during this transit. Okay. Oh my goodness. Spirit. Mind you, my moon is Aries, okay? Mind you, my moon is Aries. So I just knew. And I feel like me personally, my intuition has been like, it's always been on like pretty much on point, but the shit I just be knowing, I'm like, how the hell did I know that? And you look at what we have here: psychic development. And now this is making me think of this daydream I had the other day because I saw the swans in it. I saw swans yesterday. Anyway, because you know what? No, I'm not gonna even tell y'all, but just know your psychic gifts are going to increase very quickly. So I think it's very, very important that you do the things to protect yourself psychically. Um, But yeah, you are going to be able to read through people's bullshit. You're going to be able to sense things before they happen. Yeah. We literally have past, present, future. And I literally just said you're going to be able to see things before it happens. Pile two, I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you. And this is why I feel like you need to have a lot of like psychic protection or whatever, because your intuition is going to be very powerful and you don't need anyone or negative energies like kind of seeping through. We want you to see clearly. We want you to hear clearly from spirit. So make sure you're doing your cleansing or doing whatever exercise you like to do to keep your headspace clear. Wow, we have reunion of souls. Okay, so you might have been drawn to another pile. Um, and it's so funny. Okay, you know what? I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I saw in my daydream. So basically in the daydream, I was like, Spirit, what's next? And I just kept seeing this thing I often use in my videos when I make the videos that have like things that look like portals, and it looked like a heart portal. It looked like this one that's in one of my videos, and it was swans. It was two swans, and they were kissing, and it just kept being more swans and another swan, like another couple and another couple and another couple of swans, and they were kissing as they go down the portal. So I was like, well, what the hell does that mean? So now that I'm seeing this swan right here, it's making me think that, psychic development, first of all, but this reunion of souls is definitely making me think that a lot of you guys, like I said, are about to be parents. I feel like some of you guys are going to be getting married, having a baby. If you're already married, I mean, look, you know, I'm not one to judge people for having babies before marriage because, shoot, I did. I did. Things happen, but I feel like some of you guys are coming together with someone and y'all are gonna have children or y'all are gonna be getting married. And it's so funny because one of my friends got married the other day and someone was like, yeah, you're next. So yeah, I feel like some of you guys are getting married next. Like if you've been seeing people like finding their person and being in serious relationships and engaged and married and happy in love and stuff, I feel like that's you. You're next. Okay? You're next, Spooky. The Hanged Man. Very interesting. So the Hanged Man Neptune. I literally talked about Neptune. So yeah, Aries, you're definitely here, or one of the cardinal signs, but I definitely feel like some of you guys are getting back with someone after like a pause. Oh yeah, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so y'all are getting back with someone after like a pause or something, someone from your past. But for some of you guys, this could just be you having a new perspective on life and a new perspective on, yeah, I would say just on life, because it's like you're seeing how powerful your intuition is, and it's going to be making you rely on it more and trusting it more. Saturn energy. So this is the world. She's naked, so we're going to put that to the side. But yeah, I also feel like this is the end of you being stuck. It's so interesting because I know Saturn's energy could be a little restricting at times, but I feel like it's more so that spirit is going to have you protected from like what is not for you, or okay, so for example, what I'm seeing is like your intuition is going to be so powerful, or like the circumstances, because I feel like it's your intuition and like your ancestors that are just heavily around you, where it's like certain things happen because it's protecting you, or you just have this strong feeling like I don't know if I should do this or go down this path or whatever, and then come to find out you didn't go, and then that building blew up, shit like that. I feel like it's going to be happening to you, where your discernment is going to be on like 1,000, and then you're going to be seeing like, oh wow, spirit told me not to do that, and then I didn't do it, and then wow, I I've been saved, you know? And then we have Two of Wands. And then Knight of Pentacles. So this is making me think of like slower moving energy. That's why I really wonder if some of you guys have Aries in your chart. You don't have to. Um, you might have one of the other cardinal signs, but you know, you don't have to. But I feel like you are becoming less impulsive. And I don't mean in like a, you know, you're just sitting there and you're just bored and just like, oh, it's more so like you're more strategic with your moves. Like when your intuition gives you a download, it's like you don't just jump immediately. It's like you're like, okay, spirit gave me this idea. Well, let me think about it. Let me plan it out. Let me like it's like you're more intentional. You're about to be a lot more intentional. Wait, did I ever read Salvia? Oh yes, I did. Um, but yeah, I feel like you're gonna be a lot more intentional with your actions and yeah, not diving into things, especially like relationships or but I do feel like there's certain things that are gonna be happening very fast. And if a relationship happens very fast, I feel like it's because you and this person, maybe like I said, you and this person are picking up where you left off, or maybe you guys had past lifetimes together. So things end up kind of moving a little quickly, but I feel like many of you guys are being more intentional with like who you talk to, what you do, what's next. Like you're less impulsive and a lot more strategic. And I'm also wondering if you're like having more of a handle on your emotions or something like that because I see you also not reacting so quickly. Okay, so these are meant to be lessons you're going to learn during this transit. Bluff reversed. Okay. Paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. Didn't I say some of you guys are linking with somebody? Okay. So I definitely feel, especially with honeymoon here, I definitely feel like some of you guys are getting married or you're entering like a very serious relationship. Um, Yes, and then the fact that bluff is reverse is making me think that yeah, you're seeing right through people's bullshit. Like you're going to be able to see very quickly what is real and what is not. Who is real and who is not. Oh, not the phone vibrating. We have distance. Distance reversed. And I think it's interesting because the paradise card is kind of like making me think of travel, and distance also makes me think of travel. So that could definitely be a thing because the world card also has to do with travel. So you could be traveling a lot more, but with the distance being reversed, this is definitely making me think that, like this says, reunion of souls. So it's definitely making me think of you and someone coming together. Mm. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna leave it right there. Pile number two. If it resonated with you, let's see. Let me get a swan emoji in the comments, or a heart emoji in the comments, whichever one. Cause I is there a swan? I think there is a swan, but I never use it. But yeah, let me get that in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. If you want to join the Patreon to check out the Saturn and Aries survival guide, where it has like, you know, the astrological breakdown as well as how this is going to be affecting your sign personally. That information is below. If you want to book a reading, that information is below. If you want to follow me on social media, you want to buy my art, you want to take one of my courses, all that good stuff, that information is below, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number three, let's get into your reading all about Saturn and Aries and how it's going to be affecting you and what you can expect. So first we're going to talk about the overall themes of what's going to be happening for you during this time. Then we're going to talk about what's actually going to be happening. Then we're going to talk about the lessons you're going to be learning because, you know, Daddy Saturn never leaves us without a lesson, okay? And if you want to know even deeper, like how this is going to be affecting your sign, definitely join the Patreon. I do have a Saturn in Aries survival guide, and it's like the astrological breakdown as well as how it's going to be affecting each sign. So if you want to know how it will be affecting your sign, definitely join the Patreon, and I also have like daily collective readings. I have astrology hacks. What else? Exclusive pick a cards, like extended readings, and then um just a bunch of cool stuff on there. So you can check out the link and see what type of content on I have on there, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. All right, let's see the overall themes for you. And actually, before I see the overall themes, I want to say that I almost fell asleep because I was like trying to attempt to get Eli to go to sleep, and I thought he was going to sleep, then he decided he wasn't going to sleep. I'm like, boy, I got stuff to do. So, but I was literally falling asleep while my phone was in my hands. And so yeah, I'm wondering if for some of you guys, something with this transit, you're gonna be getting more rest or something, like you'll have more times to rest, or maybe it's like your mind will be at rest. Like maybe there's like a mindset shift that's going on, or it's like life is a lot more peaceful, and you're able to, I don't know, like kind of sit back, not in a like, you're not participating in your life, but there's not many fires to put out. There's nothing that like is something crazy you got to worry about. I feel like things are going to be maybe a little more peaceful, or I don't know, but let's see. We have Nyx and we have Cleopatra. Very interesting. So I know Nyx has to do with like releasing the past, or it's something like that. So some of you guys could be releasing the past, and that's why you're finding peace. But let's see, Nyx. Actually, Cleopatra came up first. So let's see. Cleopatra, my feminine energy makes me strong. Cleopatra is an embodiment of divine feminine energy and the power that comes with that. There is feminine energy within each of us. It can be seen in the concept of yin and yang and countless others. The power that lies with the divine femininity is graceful, beautiful, and nurturing and compassionate. Cleopatra reminds you not to let others underestimate you or the power of the divine feminine. Practice embodying the goddess within you when you are searching for the extra boost of confidence. Journal prompt: how could I have fun exploring my divine feminine energy and inner goddess? So, very interesting. I feel like she is, or this energy is saying that an overall theme for you could, like I said, be you kind of sitting back, like being more in receptive mode. Oh God. Anyway, yeah, being more in receptive mode, taking more time to rest, and even how it says, don't let people underestimate the energy or the power of the divine feminine. And it makes me think of how I feel like in society we're taught go 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 go, push 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 push, and not necessarily rest, attract, things like that. We're not necessarily taught that, and I feel like um you're being taught to step more into that divine feminine energy, or maybe have a balance because maybe you've been more in your masculine energy, whether you're a male or female. You consider yourself a male or female. Yes. And what was another thing I was thinking about? Also, I feel like you're gonna be fine as hell. I don't know. Cleopatra, she was very seductive, and she made people fall in love with her. And I was reading this thing that was saying, I don't know if I believe this, but they were like, she was beautiful, but not the most beautiful person in the land. But because of her energy and the way she dressed and the way she carried herself and stuff like that, it's what made a lot of people attracted to her. But I feel like for you, maybe that's not saying you're not attractive. We're definitely not saying that at all. But I think for some of you guys, it could be that, excuse me, I'll be yawning, but it's like I feel like something is shifting within you, kind of like with what I was talking about with the mindset. Something is shifting within you, and it's like making you look different. Like it's almost like you see yourself as beautiful, and now you're seeing the beauty outwardly. But I'm not saying that you're not beautiful. I think it's more so like you are starting to see your beauty more. So that's what's enhancing your beauty. Okay. And let's see what else. Let's just go ahead and go to Nyx. I love both the dark and light sides of myself. The goddess encourages you to find peace within the dark. Didn't I say peace? Okay. Sorry. Peace within the dark. Without darkness, there can be no light. And within each of us, there is both light and dark. And that makes me think of what I just talked about with masculine and feminine. Okay, you are being presented with the opportunity to learn and heal from your shadow patterns. A portal is open for you to forgive yourself and others. And in another pile, I was definitely talking about a portal. But anyway, there is much to learn from navigating the darkness to unveil the light hidden within the heaviest burdens you've been carrying. Look at the stars when you feel alone and be comforted that Nyx is watching over you in her cloak of stars. Journal prompt. What steps can I take to begin healing what's been bothering me? And that's literally what I said. I really feel like you are healing. Oh, shoot. I feel like you're healing stuff within you, and it's making you have more peace within yourself and within your mind. Like you're having more peace of mind. Okay, so yeah, let's see what else you got here. So, oh, yeah, this is supposed to be like what is going to actually be taking place. So we have slow but steady, and then we have self-love. So yeah, okay, so that's another thing I was going to say about Cleopatra. Thank you for reminding me, Spirit. Self-care, and I said you were going to be looking good, and I feel like it's because maybe you are taking more time for self-care, and it could also be because you're actually telling yourself like, I am beautiful. Wow, look at this feature. Look at that feature. Like just loving on yourself. Loving on yourself. And that actually came up in another pile. So you really might have been drawn to, I'll just say it, pile two. You might have been drawn to pile two. So maybe check it out. But I definitely feel like you're loving on yourself a lot more. And I feel like it's helping you have peace of mind because I don't know. I feel like you may have maybe sometimes felt like you weren't good enough or you weren't good looking enough or maybe you just felt overlooked or there's just many stories you might have told yourself about yourself or there could even be people that told you stories about yourself where they're like, oh, you'll never be this or you look like this or this is this and this is that. And I feel like you're getting out of that. You're no longer replaying that and you're getting out of that, like, what would I call that space? I don't know. But yes, and I think it's interesting that both of these have water droplets. So you could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this could also just be needing to take a spiritual bath, or this is just more so of like what I was talking about with like nurturing yourself. Maybe drinking more water, maybe doing those face steams or doing the face mask. And it's so funny because I'm literally, you guys can't see me, but I literally have a face mask on right now. I'm like, no, it's self-care. It's self-care Sunday. So, well, when you were watching this, it's not going to be Sunday, but yeah, it's Sunday right now. But anywho, um, yeah, let's see what else. Abundance, yes. And even though this, of course, has to do with money, I definitely feel like you are drawing in money. And it's so funny. I keep saying so funny, but 9 and 3 equals 12. And then this is 13. So I feel like you are definitely making some type of progress physically. So you could be getting over some type of like health issue or something like that. But I do also feel like you're going to be receiving a lot more abundance because I feel like you're in receptive mode. I feel like you're going to be more in receptive mode instead of just pushing and forcing and all this other stuff. Like I feel like I don't know if you're like getting into certain spiritual concepts or something, but I feel like there's something that you're doing that's going to be attracting more abundance to you. And I feel like it's also going to be attracting people to you where people are going to be like, hey, you are so beautiful. You are so whatever. And maybe you might even be at the store looking, maybe not your best, but you're still attracting people. You're still attracting people because it's your energy. It's your energy. And yeah, it's something about your energy because now I keep seeing this one time I was like in a rush because I was about to go pick someone up, and I was at the gas station, and well, I had to head home first before picking them up. So I feel like I just ran out of the house because I had to do something important, and I just had on nothing too crazy, but it was nothing where it's like, okay, I feel like people are gonna approach me. Literally, this guy just approached me and he was just like, "Oh my goodness, you are so beautiful. Can I get your Instagram?" And I'm just like, I mean, I feel like I don't even look my best right now, and you still trying to talk to me? Like, what is this? You know what I mean? And I feel like that's your energy. Not saying you about to be out here looking crazy, but I feel like it's not only your looks, it's your energy that's going to be like attracting a lot of people, opportunities, and money towards you. So I feel like that's what's going to be happening for you. Okay. So we also have the Hermit. So yeah, I definitely feel like this is my pile that's getting into things like law of attraction and manifestation. Or if you're not, this is your call too. Okay. Because this Hermit card is definitely making me think of like spiritual knowledge, like taking in spiritual knowledge. And then the Hermit also makes me think of like how, what they say, it's the, or not what they say, but it's literally called the Hermit. So the Hermit is in their world, not out there. You know what I mean? They're going on this journey, and they just have this little light, and that just makes me think of like the feminine energy in a way, because it's like when the world tells you go go go, push push push, the Hermit is on their spiritual journey, praying to God and not caring about what the world says. So I definitely feel like, yeah, many of you guys are stepping into like a more receptive mode. And especially, I don't know if I'm talking to some of you guys that are single parents or something. Maybe some of you guys are single parents, but I feel like even if you're not, I feel like there's something where there's like, you're going to be attracting more in. You're going to start feeling like the universe supports you more or something like that. Or maybe you're going to actually be attracting people that are going to be helping you. But there's something here where it's like you're not going to have to force so much. You're not going to have to push and work so hard just to get results, because I think you're like changing your mindset or your frequency or something like that. And that's what's really shifting things around for you. The Devil, very interesting. Capricorn energy, and we have Virgo energy, so you could be an earth sign. Especially because we have like, these look like pentacles on here. So yeah, you could be an earth sign. Uh but yeah, I definitely feel like it's so interesting because the devil has to do with the material world. And then the Hermit is associated with the spiritual world, in a spiritual journey. So I feel like you're going to be able to find balance between the two, because maybe you've been more in the material world and trying to make things happen, not realizing that like what makes things happen is your frequency. And it just really makes me think of, I keep talking about this guy, and I think it's because I love his videos so much, but Nero Knowledge, and he talks a lot about, like, he had this video called How to Be Paid by God. Y'all should definitely go check that out. Nero Knowledge, that's his name. And literally, let me if I talk about the concept, we'll be here forever. Just definitely go check him out on YouTube. But it makes me think of what he was talking about, being paid by God, and realizing like your frequency has to change before you attract what you trying to attract. Your frequency has to be changed. It's not you doing all these things in in your physical reality. Of course, there are steps you're going to have to take, but you must change your frequency first. So I think a lot of you guys are going to be getting into that, or this is your call to get into it. All right, so then we also have, interesting, we have Ace of Cups here, but then we have Four of Cups. But see how this looks like, it looks, sorry. So it looks like this cup is coming from out of the sky right here. It almost looks like this same cup right here. But it almost looks like she took the cup. It's like she saw this cup and she was like, I don't know. And then she ended up taking the cup. So this is making me think of like receptive energy. You realizing like okay, I've been too much in this type of energy where I'm pushing, pushing, pushing. It's time to get in receptive energy. But I also feel like this is people wanting to help you, people being like, okay, what can I do for you? And then my phone just lit up. Okay. So yeah, what can I do for you? How can I help you? And I also feel like this is spirit being like, hey, let me help you, your spirit guide saying, hey, let me help you. And then you having certain dreams or whatever that can like tell you where to go, what to do, and things like that. Okay, I'm getting a phone call right now, but I'll call them back. Okay. Anywho, so oh wait, the lessons. These are supposed to be the lessons. So we have only you, and it says devoted, attached, crave. Even though this could be about a person, um, this could be about like a person saying only you. So this could be, like someone really, you and someone really being on the same page and you guys being devoted to one another. That keeps coming up for a lot of people, but I mean, or for each pile, but I mean, it makes sense because it's Saturn. That can have to do with like a lifelong bond. Okay, so that could be it, but the only you is making me think of what I said, like realizing if you want to change your reality, you have to change yourself. And only you can prevent forest fires. Okay, so then we also have distracted. Thank you, spirit. Thank you. It says distracted, sidetrack, change, delays. So that literally makes me think of like being, distracted and not like you distract yourself by doing all these things in the outer world, not realizing it's you. It's you that has to change your frequency. So I definitely feel like you're going to be realizing you are the one that gets in your own way. And it's so interesting that it came under abundance because I feel like this is the past though, where it's like, see how it says sidetrack, change, delays. I feel like there was some delays with money and things coming into you, not into you, what? I mean, in for you. Oh my goodness. Pause, okay? Oh my goodness. Sorry. Coming in for you. It probably took a long time because maybe you had this certain self concept that money was hard to get, things were hard, yeah, just things are hard and life is hard and all this other these concepts you've been realizing like no, I don't accept that anymore. And I feel like that's the energy you're stepping into. And then we have silence, frozen, no words, stonewall. I don't know why, but for some of you guys, this is making me think of like manifestations and keeping some of them to yourself because I feel like you're on this journey. You're literally on this journey of really making some things happen. I feel like you're going to be making some things happen, but I think at first, for a lot of you guys, it's going to be best to just keep it to yourself because some people might try to speak fears into your plans, might say, no, that's not going to happen, or whatever the hell, and will have you feeling like, oh, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm the issue, maybe whatever, whatever. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of stuff coming in for you, and I think it's going to be so important that you keep some of it to yourself. But the silence is also making me think of this hermit energy of being like you know listening to spirit, taking time for meditation and prayer to listen to spirit, because that's what's going to get you to where you want to go and like help you with changing your frequency so that you so that you can actually manifest what it is you're trying to manifest. Because I feel like a lot of you guys have tried to do so many things outside of you, but it's not just that needs to change. It's you. Okay? So I'm going to leave it right there. Definitely go check out Nero Knowledge, please. Okay? Go check him out on YouTube, okay? And if this resonated with you, let me get some water droplets in the comment section, okay? Some water emojis in the comments. And if you want to join the Patreon so that you can check out my survival guide to Saturn and Aries, definitely go to the link in my description if you want to book a reading, you want to tip me, you want to follow me on social media, you want to buy my art, you want to join, or not join, but take one of my courses, all that good stuff. That information is below. Okay, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon.